2 years ago, I created F1 Wrestling. And upon that timestamp, there was a F1 World Heavyweight Championship tournament, the inaugural F1 World Heavyweight title tournament that I was in. And I scratched and I clawed and I bled and I cried my way up to becoming the first ever and longest reigning F1 World Heavyweight Champion. And as that tournament was going on, something very sad, something very depressing, something very serious that impacted my life, all my life. That makes any sense, but let me narrow down to this. The thing that happened to my life that I felt that kind of brought me down, kind of made me lose motivation, was losing a man that was very important to me in December of 2020. And that man was my stepdad, Jason Clodfelter. Now, Jason Clodfelter, he's been a father figure to me since I was 7 years old. 7 years old, I've known this man. He considered him as my father because he was there for me. He was willing to listen to me, and he always tell me things that not many people can tell me, and he motivated me to become a better person, and that's what motivated me to win the F1 World Heavyweight title. In his death, his last words were simply, "Sean, win that title. Win the title. Do what you need to do to make you happy, because whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you proud, whatever makes you want to wake up every morning and simply go to that job, go into that career, go for it." And then I did. I entered that ring into the finals of the F1 World Heavyweight title match at Kill the Noise 2021, and I beat Jordan Hite. I beat Jordan Hite, and as I beat Jordan Hite, the tears ran down my face as the blood was dripping from my forehead from a gruesome match between a very, very talented individual for the name of Jordan Hite. But this is not about him. This is not about any of that. This is about me. This is about my story. This is about the comeback story. Fuck what Mr. X said, the bullshit. Oh, I'm gonna have a redemption story. No, the real redemption story is me. Because when I walk into Ropes of Glory and I go 1-on-1 with Sika Sahir in the main event of Ropes of Glory, I'm not just walking out as Joshua X. Myers. I'm not just walking out as Joey Mason. I'm not just walking out the first ever F1 Heavyweight Champion. I'm not walking out as the first longest reigning F1 Heavyweight Champion. I'm walking in as the man who fought his whole entire life to become something. And once that opportunity got handed to him, something happened in his life. And once that one thing happened in his life, it all changed. Now, my motivation of returning to professional wrestling was simply because of the birth of my daughter. Now, the reason why I lost the F1 World Heavyweight title was because I wanted to put people over. I wanted to show everybody, if you work hard enough, if you push yourself hard enough, you can become something in life if you fight for it. And then that did. A man with the name of Jay Aries, a good friend of mine, beat me 1, 2, 3. And except for crying and whining and bitches and saying, "Oh, I got screwed over," you know what I did? I went up to that man and I shook his hand. And then 2 months later, I came back and I won 1-on-1 with a very a good friend of mine, Liam Evans. And me and Liam Evans, we had the best match in our whole entire career. And then I won the international title that exact same night. And holding that international title made me realize something, that there was something missing in me, that there was some drive missing to me. There was no fire in my heart anymore. There was no desire to win or lose. All that was in my mind is, where am I going? Where I'm going to be at? What path will I choose? And then I thought to myself, I know I'm going to do. I'm going to fix everything that many people criticize me about, and I'm going to use that as my motivation to get better. And then I did. I won the F1 Junior Heavyweight title earlier this year, beating Vertex. And after I beat Vertex, I lost to Christopher Elite. And then, when I lost to Christopher Elite, I won the television title while holding the F1 Junior Heavyweight title. But then I lost to Maverick Strong. And then Maverick Strong lost his title to the man that beat me for my F1 Junior Heavyweight title, but simply I got that title back as I'm standing here holding the Junior Heavyweight title high and mighty, holding it with honor as it should be. And then I beat Roy Cicada, Leon Buzzsaw, and The Alchemist. Now, as I'm sitting here simply thriving, willing to tell a very fragile story, but I shall continue presenting the story. Now, when September came around, we all know what happened in September. I simply beat Leon Buzzsaw and won the F1 Rumble in the same exact night. Now, upon that feeling of simply earning my shot for World Heavyweight title gold once again, I found my new motivation. And that motivation is not just within myself, it's within the people who have believed in me. The motivation is simply resolving on what people maybe say about me. Now, people say I'm not ready, I'm not willing to beat Sika Sahir, but the truth is, win or lose, I'm not walking out of Road to Glory empty-handed. I'm not walking out of Road to Glory with a sad frown on my face. I'm going to push as hard as I humanly can, and when I reach my limit, when I reach my breaking point, I will extend myself and I will shake the hand of that person who beat me. And if they do beat me, I will congratulate them. I will put the title around their waist. But then, after, I will push myself harder. I will extend myself harder. I will criticize myself as much as I simply can, but that is just the end of it. But right now, that's not my motivation. That's not the thing that I'm simply aiming for. You see, this isn't Shawn Myers. This isn't Joey Mason. This isn't Max Morgan. This isn't AK-47. This is Joshua X. Myers and Shawn Bowles in one body. Now, right now, you people are very questioning of the words that are coming out of my mouth. I will make it quick and simple so you fragile people can hear very clearly. At Road to Glory, no matter if I get knocked down or pushed down, I'm bleeding, I have one eye, two eye, three eye, four eyes. No matter if my leg's broken, no matter if my arm's broken, I will still get up and I will keep fighting to the end because that's what I am. I'm courageous when I'm at my breaking point, where I'm at my highest potential, where I'm on my final form, Frieza. But when that point gets reached, there is no turning back. There is a do or die situation inside my body. The fire that extends into my heart, the passion I have for the sport, this passion that I have for the fans. They like me or hate me, it doesn't give a damn because it all fires me up to the point where the goal is reached. So at Road to Glory, you will see a new F1 World Heavyweight Champion. You can believe me. Thank you for believing me. Or you could doubt me. Fuck you. But the real question is Sika Sahir ready for Joshua X. Myers? You answer the question, but my answer is hell no. See you at Road to Glory, Sika. This is your voice, and you need to use it.